Còn đang cho to. Mà có thể không được thăng có lỡ là shogun yeah no things.
So from here we can see two openings in this pyramid. Top opening is the original entrance for this pyramid. This one is about 20 meters outside. Red rock, that's open. And this is the original entrance. As we can see that it's sunk deep inside the blocks. Because after they buried the king inside the pyramid, they completed those blocks here, and the floating blocks from outside, in this form, they had the entrance for the pyramid. The second entrance, which is the nowadays entrance, this one is about 10 meters above the bedrock level here. And this one was made later on, that was in the 10th century AD. One of the kings, his name was El-Ma'mun. He knew that we have a lot of gold inside this pyramid, so he made, or he dug a shortcut inside this pyramid. Inside actually the three pyramids, okay? But when he went inside, he found nothing except an empty sarcophagus. And that's all what we have inside nowadays. We don't know when this pyramid was robbed or who did that. We don't have any clue about that. The only clue we have that dates back to the 10th century to El-Ma'mun, who said that when he went inside, he found nothing except an empty sarcophagus. This pyramid, as I told you before about how they built the pyramid and everything, but there is a very important thing here. How they put those blocks together with no cement at that time. Actually, they were using at that time what we call it nowadays as the vacuum system or the air suction. They were sucking the air from between the blocks. How? They were making each block, the surface of each block, very soft and smooth, and they put sand, very soft sand in between, and then water, and then the next block, then they were moving these blocks in and out like this. The wet sand in between was working as cement, and sucking the air out from between the blocks. Because of that, when you get closer to the pyramid and you look between the blocks, you will see nothing except soft sand between the blocks of the pyramid. Okay? Actually, you will have the chance to climb some of these blocks, okay, up like this, take a couple of pictures, and then you will come back down. The fourth point is nowadays entrance or the rise of understanding. And then you will come back down from the other side. That is the way up, the other side is the way down. So we're going to have here 10 minutes to take a couple of pictures and climb those steps up to the nowadays entrance. Okay? Okay. Attack. These are original. These are original. This is the bedrock.
Bé bạn trai cười lên rồi. Bé tự âm rồi đó. Climbing.
144 tombs. It's on the right-hand side now. These are the things we're talking about. The other 82 are on the other side of the pyramid.
why when we visit the funeral boat of King George.
Nó giờ sáng tỏ nói
On your left-hand side now, this is the second one, the middle one. And this one was built by the son. His name was Catherine. He built his own pyramid almost identical to his father's pyramid, except the height. He built his own pyramid a little bit shorter as he's respecting his father. He couldn't build his own pyramid higher than his father's pyramid. That's why he built his own pyramid 4 meters, or almost 12 feet shorter than his father's pyramid. But from a distance, this pyramid, the second one, looks higher than the Great Pyramid. That's because it was built on a higher ground of this plateau, and we are not sure if he did that, the son, if he did that on purpose or not. Actually, on the top of the second pyramid, we can see a part of its original covering, and this is the only part still standing. The grandson, he thinks, was Victorinos. He built his own pyramid much smaller than the other 2 pyramids. And we are not sure why he built his own pyramid much smaller, but the most recommended theory that he was an old man when he ascended the throne after his father, and he wanted to make sure that he will finish his pyramid when he was alive. Because of that, he built a smaller base, and he got a smaller pyramid to make sure that he will be buried in his own pyramid.
Back to the bus for our car, please.
Hey, John.
From the other side. Now actually we are driving higher from that plateau where we are going now. We're going to have a very nice view for the 3 pyramids together. Actually, if you look on your left hand side now, deep inside the desert, back there you can see a group of pyramids over there. Can you see that? Where I'm pointing over there? The cliff, nearby the cliff.
Where we had the dead king in there when they transported his body from the capital at that time, which is about 30 kilometers south of Giza Plateau, to this place to be mummified and to be buried here inside his pyramid. And we can see 10 oars over there, 5 on each side, and a head in front over there. Here we had a statue for one of the gods in ancient Egypt. His name is in hieroglyphics was Web-Wawut, which means the opener of the way. He was responsible to open the way in front the funeral boat. Okay, here in that place. Okay. piece, what you're looking at now, is about 4,600 years old. As I told you before, that we found two to the south side of the pyramids here. One was in a good condition, the one we took out and we restored, the one you are looking at now. The second one was found in a very bad condition at that time. So the technology at that time, we couldn't get these both out, but nowadays we are working on this. And this one, it's called El Hussein Mosque, and this one was built later on. That was in the 11th century 80s. We have two main streets here in this market. This one and that one over there. Can you see those trees over there? To the left-hand side we have a second street over there. You're gonna you're gonna take these two streets down and back up. No alleys. Okay? That's more crowded for the people, you know. That's more, it's just a market over there, okay? So we're gonna have here 45 minutes if you survive for that time, okay? So our meeting point is gonna be in one of these coffee shops. You can use that bathroom, the restroom. Right?
Vào ta là thay mạch ở xa bỏ hỏng này ở dân tận trong Cairo từ được lên này ở của tết chơi Egypt nữa mà mò sau của tết bự nhất của tết chơi Egypt tết này giờ tự nó mò của tết u tết chỉ mò nó tết bự mò chẳng mò nhất của nó tuy là cỏ mò nên cỏ nó là ta chỉ chơi chỉ chung cười còn show music cũng là màn đó cũng là để ưu tốt còn phải mua là đi lưu ở trong coi cho nó